You know, we're supposed to live a full life, and I'm here to help you do that. I'm Royal, and this is Life Support TV.
So number one, she wants to know and be known. Number two, she wants to feel that you are one. She wants to feel that you are one. Let me tell you something. My first suicidal client, I was just started my counseling practice, and a lady comes to me one day and she says she's suicidal. And when you've never dealt with anybody before that's suicidal, you just kind of freak out and try to act like you know what's going on, you know. So I'm kind of staring at her and trying to think through this thing. And as she goes on to tell me her story, it was all about the fact that she married into a family where there was a mom and a dad and there were 3 boys, and mom was the boss. It was truly, if mom ain't happy, nobody's happy. So you know what all the boys, including dad, learned to do their whole life growing up? Make mom happy. Dude, when you marry into a family like that and you become another female, it can be deadly. And what would happen? My wife told me one time that younger in our marriage, she said, you know what, Royal? You act different when we go over to your mom's. She said, when we go over to your mom's, all of a sudden you become her kid. And instead of acting like my responsible husband or whatever, you become your mom's kid. And we're not supposed to do that. You know, the Bible tells us that. Look at Matthew 19:6. Since they are no longer 2 but 1, let no one split apart what God has joined together. Man is supposed to leave his wife and leave his wife. That just happens all the time, but that's not what they're supposed to do. The man is supposed to leave his family, and he's supposed to be connected with the wife, and the relationship should be so strong that if you lose that person, it's like losing a major part of your body. The pain will be so great. That's what it's supposed to be about. And the wife needs to feel, as I finally got to counsel with his husband, I had to explain to him, look, when you go over to your mom's house, don't go join in with your brothers and just everybody's mom and leave the poor wife sitting over there all by herself. You hang around the wife and you talk to the wife and you laugh at the wife's joke and you agree with her sometimes if what your mom's, you know what I'm saying? They need that kind of connection. You're supposed to become one. If you want, and there are so many things I see in counseling that it's obvious that the husband and wife are not one. You know, one of them is financially. If you keep different financial books, never is a bad word, because most of the people I saw were really having problems in their marriage. But almost every time when I had somebody who was really having problem with their marriages, one of the things on their list that was a problem was they kept their money separate. They kept their money separate. Look, somebody's always going to feel ripped off if your money's separate. And maybe it's because Lisa and I got married early. We were young enough that we didn't know what it was like to be independent. I married Lisa right out of her house, and I was 19, and she was 19. But we've just always believed that everything we have is, you know, even when we talk about our cars, it's not Lisa's car and my car. It's the black car and the red car. It's it's everything's all of ours. That's how somebody becomes one, and that's an important part to success in a marriage. Did I finish so did y'all understand the part about the suicidal thing for the lady? She just felt like she never had a chance. She felt like mom was boss of her family and boss of their family. But a husband and wife have to become one, and there have to come a point where you help her understand that y'all are one. Look, when you go to a party, you know how it works. You go to a party and all the guys go over here, and all the girls go over here. You want some brownie points? You go stand over here with the girls and listen to some of that stuff for a little while, and you put your arm around it and you let everybody know that although all of this stuff is going on in this house, there's one person in this house that's more important than everybody else, and it's the one that I'm going to be sleeping with tonight.
I'm Royal, and this is Life Support TV.